All right. Good morning. Today is March 19, 2026. I am already long on this trade, and looking at this trade, I feel like I'm almost too early on this trade. I got in too early. I probably got in too late. Whatever the case might be. This is a 1 hour chart. I feel like this is gonna bounce back here again. It's gonna bounce down again. I feel like that might be the case. Uh, yeah, I'm kind of caught up on this trade. Um, yeah, it was an early entry for sure. The 15 minutes though, the reason for the long is it's pretty simple to me, right? If you look at the hourly chart on the long, you see that um, this actually on the 4 hours, you can see this whole price activity here, and I think that it has gotten to the weekly low, or like I feel like it has oversold quite a lot, and it was due for a bounce. That is what I thought. Um, but looking at this right now, I think I know. Looking at this on the 1 hour chart, I can see that this actually wants to come down lower. It wants to come down lower. This is gonna go lower before it starts bouncing up. It's gonna go lower before it starts bouncing up. This is what it looks like to me. My entry looks like a really early entry. It does look like that. Um, it does look like a really early entry. I did not mean to go into two contracts. This was not supposed to be, so I think I may actually kick this off. It was just an error. So um, yeah, I think this is still probably gonna go lower. I can just kick this out. I'll probably kick this one out. I'm not sure. Um, because I need to kick one out because I can probably hold one trade, and the other one I can just I can probably hold this one, but this one I can probably kick out, because this is not really doing what I thought it would do. Did not expect this bounce here to happen. Did not expect it to come down again. I thought it was gonna go up, even though my stop loss is really down here. That's where the stop loss is. But I did not want to let this actually draw down to that stop loss. When I saw this, I knew there was gonna be a reversal, but did not think that it would continue going down, because this is a very good low already. But we'll see what happens here. I'm only, when it comes down to this stop, I'm only gonna take out one. I'm thinking of taking out this one here. Indeed, it has been a very tough price action. It has been a very tough price action for me, even for myself too. It has been a very tough price action. Has been a very tough, tough price activity. So almost this weekend and some parts of last week has been really lost. Uh, you know, if you can see, this morning I tried to enter into a trade. I was trying to catch this, catch an upside, because I think it's gonna bounce evidently. But I took a loss on that trade, right? So, and again, I'm trying to catch the bottom again, and now it looks like I may take a loss again. Has been a very difficult trading period for me. All right, the stop is this for this trade here. That's the stop. Um, like it looks like this is gonna go lower. That's what it looks like to me. Um, a very difficult price action indeed. Very difficult price action. A very tough price action. A very tough price action. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a loss. I'm thinking maybe take a loss on either this one or this one. I'm not sure which one to take a loss. I want to take the less loss, take a less loss as much as possible. But if I take a less loss, if this is gonna go lower than this, then this is gonna turn to a bigger loss, right? So yeah, I may think I'm gonna kick out this one. Though this one I can probably hold this one. Did not intend to take two trades. It was just supposed to be one trade. Whereas I see what happens, but I got carried away on this one for sure. Yeah, it's a difficult price action. I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult. Has been difficult for me the past few days. Haven't got any break on this, on this account. Has been just pretty much, yesterday the same. Even though yesterday I should not have touched this chat yesterday, I should have stayed out because yesterday was FOMC. Tried to do that, try to catch the reversal. Again that did not happen. So I got out of that trade. Is what it is. Try this morning again. Take a loss. So trying again, see what happens. I don't know. I think I'm looking like I may take a loss again today too, but that's totally fine. The price action has been very difficult, very very difficult. I would say. Yeah, it has been very challenging. I was thinking about trading my prop from account, but not prop from account, uh, my options account, but now I don't even have enough confidence. I don't have confidence for that. I don't have that confidence again on this trade. Um, I really don't have confidence on the trade. I really do not have confidence in the trade. I really do not. Okay, all right. It looks like it's bouncing back up again. Uh, but already this trade has given me so much headache. I would be, I would become more confident if it does get above here. Then I can, yeah, then I can, probably think about stuff like that. So, but yeah, this trade has given me more headache than I really care. All right. So first of all, I like to see this candle close green. If you close the screen and as long as this does not come back down here, down below this low again, I think then the trend might be up. But until it does that, then until it does that, this is really difficult. This is very difficult for sure. Yeah, this has been very difficult price action. It has been a very difficult price action. Has been a very challenging price action. It really has been. Um, so I may actually add one more, but I need to see this candle on the hourly flip to the upside. If I see that, then I'm gonna add one more, but not gonna add more than that to this trade. Just that. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, all right. So it's beginning to flip. This is good. This is now good news for me. It's beginning to flip. Um, I'm going to add one more contract. This trade here is a mistake. I did not intend to add half a contract here. It was supposed to be one contract and not half. So I'm gonna have to probably take that out at some point and add back. All right. So I love the way this is pushing up. I love the way it is pushing up. I love the way it's pushing up there. I love the way it's pushing up there. I love it. I love the way it's pushing up. I do love the way it is pushing up there. Lovely. So I still want to see that 15 minutes candle close. I want to see this candle close in 15 minutes. So yeah, this is really a big headache. So it actually dropped down to 78.6, and now it's continuing up, which is good because I thought I was gonna take a loss on this trade, and that is beginning to kind of kill my morale a little bit. I'm gonna take this one out because this is 0.5 contract. It was supposed to be one contract, not 0.5. So I'm gonna take that out and put one contract in there. But where do I do that though? So I want to see that candle close. If that candle closes, when that candle closes, when 15 minutes candle closes, that's when I'm gonna do it. So when this candle closes, that is gonna be when I'm gonna do that. Nice. What a very, annoying trade, I guess. A lot of headache on that trade with that pullback that they did there. A lot of headache. I'm still thinking, should I be buying my, should I be going long on the options account? I'm still thinking about that. So 260 calls. 260 calls. I like to get that. Oh, sorry, 660 calls. So 659 calls. Yeah, I think I want to get 659 calls. I'm gonna get 659 calls. March 20.
Order cancelled.
So March 20, 661, 168, 661, call 168. Six 70, 661. All right, so this kind of came down there, but you know, that's why I said I want to see that candle close first. Trying to buy that, but I will probably already missed the ship. 661 calls. Right. So it's trading at that.
Order filled.
All right, so I just got into the 661 calls for tomorrow, expiring tomorrow. SPY 661 calls. Let's see what happens. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing that, you know, but you know, I think this trade it makes sense. I think so. I could be wrong, but you know, yeah, I'm willing to lose that money if that's what it is. It's only once a 180 dollars, right? So not only 180, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. All right, so this is kind of doing this now. Let's see what happens, anyways. There's 3 more minutes before that candle closes. Probably felt like I should have taken that one out there and then added it back here, you know. But let's see. When I will see that candle to close, when I wait for the candle to close. Whew. Yeah, it's indeed a challenging price action. It's indeed a challenging price activity. It is indeed, that's what it is. Yeah, it's not. This is not what it was. February was really good. Right now we have this. I still kind of want to add to this trade. I still kind of want to add to this trade. I still want to add my one contract to this trade. I'm gonna take out this 0.5 there because you know I don't trade 0.5 unless it's a swing. So I still want to add to this trade, but I'll be more comfortable adding to this trade if this is already going up. You know, if this two contracts is already in profit, then it would make sense for me to add it. You know, when it is in a loss, I you know I'm not comfortable adding that, doing that, right? right, so that already closed. It already closed and it closed green. So I don't want this to come back down here. If it does that, then I gotta be worried, right? I don't want it to come down here. So I can still add there, but the stop would be 11 points or 12 points, $12. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk that because I'm already in a trade. I'm already in a trade. Just that, I want to add more. So I want to add more when it's doing what I want it to do. Right now, it's not clearly doing it. When it starts doing that, that's when I'm gonna be comfortable adding more. Because it could, as far as I'm concerned, it could still, it could still come down. And like you see, it's already coming down. So let's see if that, if it stays like this, or if it comes down lower. Yeah, so it's coming down. Yeah, it's a nasty, a very challenging price action indeed. It is quite nasty. It is what it is. All right, so I am activating my risk management again. The stop loss for this trade is really on the 1 hour is really right there. It has the stop loss for this trade. The stop, I'm only gonna take out just one stop, one contract, preferably this big one here, just because if it's gonna go lower, then this is gonna be more loss than this smaller one. But I did not intend to put it. I did not intend. This smaller trade was actually an error. I was supposed to put in just one contract on this trade, just trade one contract. So, but let's see what happens here. Still watching. If it starts going up, I'm gonna add one more. I'd like to add one more contract. Actually, adding it here would make more sense, but because these two contracts are already in loss, that is why I did not want to add it. I'd rather see this in profit then yes, I know I feel more comfortable adding it when it's in profit than when it's in loss. Because when it's in loss, it's in loss. I don't want to add more losses, right? So, and it's not even doing what I want it to be doing. So I want it to be going up. It's not going up. It's just staying there. All right, so it's actually coming down. It's coming down lower. Whew. Yeah, this is a nasty, 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 nasty price action. I just hate, I just hate this. But I mean, that's what it has been for the past 3 or 4 days now. It has, at least for the past 3 or 4 trading days, it has been like this. So yeah, I'm not really happy with it. Not really happy with the price action itself. Um, yeah, I probably should have when I got to this point, I probably should have taken that 0.5 out, and maybe then I would probably add here. But again, it's still not doing what I wanted to be doing. I want this to be on profit before I can add more. I don't want it to be on a loss. So it has to be it has to be on a profit. Because I mean, especially on a day like this, and a day like this it's already nasty price action. So I don't want it to be. All right, so it's pushing up. This is good. It's pushing up. This is good. This is really good. So this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it push up. I want to see it keep pushing up. Yeah, this is what I want to see now. I want to see it push up. Still weak. Still weak. It's still this is it's still this is not it's not doing something great. I want to see it do something great. It's not doing that. I want to see more force in the upward direction. It's not doing that yet. It's not doing that yet. All right, I want to see that push up. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see that. Go. 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 I want to see that go. I want to see that go. So now I kind of want to add more here now. Kind of want to add more there now. So, man, yeah, I kind of want to add more here. I really do want to add more. So where would the stop be? The stop will probably be down here, but do I want to risk that much? Honestly, I don't see why not. Why I shouldn't, shouldn't add that. All right. So kind of want to trust that. So I'm gonna add that one there, but I'm going to. I want to take this out. I want to take that out there. I'm gonna take that out. So I don't want that there. So let's see. So now I'm putting too much risk on this trade because the risk now is, well, here. Actually, the risk is down here really, or even here. I would say on the hourly chart. Which is how much is it? It's for me. It's from where it is right now. It is about 21 points, or maybe roughly to be precise, 28 points. So about 30 points for these two contracts. Well, 60 points for the two contracts, right? So if I begin to still see this doing something that I don't like, even though it's doing it in a way, it's doing it. It's still doing it. Like it's not. This is not. There's no strength to this trade, right? There's really no strength to this trade. What I'm thinking now is maybe this is probably too early. I should probably kick out one contract, and I should probably do that. I should probably kick out one contract because the risk is just too much. That's what I mean. The risk is just too much. I should kick out one contract and then wait for the next hourly, because on this hourly chart I don't like it. I really don't like the hourly chart. I really do not like it. And I could of course always add this back. So it's just too much risk, right? I could always add it back if it starts doing what I want. Because I mean, this risk is not too bad. But for this small account, yeah, it would be too much for me. Yeah, it would be too much. Because this is not doing it anyway. This is not doing what I want it to be doing. Like this price action itself is low, right? So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take it out. Uh, I'll wait for the 1 hour to close. This 1 hour, because this is 6 minutes. I'll wait for that 6 minutes to close. The next 1 hour candle, if it starts going up, then I'll put it back. But like this right now, I'm not liking what this is doing. This is not what I. This is not what I'm comfortable. Like I'm not comfortable with this. All right, I'm not really comfortable with it. It's just too much risk for my liking. It's just too much risk. It is just too much risk. Yeah, it's just too much risk because it could possibly go lower. Yeah, so like I mean, you can see that it's just too much risk. Yeah, it's just too much risk. Yeah, it's 10:55 now. This is how the 1 hour candle is trying to close. Yeah, it's just too much risk. Yeah, yeah, I'm okay taking that out there. It's just too much risk, which I'm not comfortable with. Yeah, I want to see the next 1 hour candle. Next start of 1 hour candle. That's when I'm gonna add more there. Yeah, I mean this is just it's almost 11 o'clock, and this is so far what it is. What it's doing so far. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock, and this is it. Right, this is it. This is just yeah, this is it. My God, look at that price action. Whew. All right, so man, this is nasty. So this has now closed. That this candle closed red, but this next candle I think will probably close green. I think, but that's what I think. But let's see what it does. I'm probably gonna add more, but I want this to already be. I want this contract here to be in profit before I add more. Um, if it goes to a loss, then I know that okay, I could probably be wrong in my direction. And you can see it's kind of folding down there. I don't know. It probably come down. Who knows? Yeah, this is just difficult price action. It has been difficult, man. It's it's crazy. It's really crazy because it's really demoralizing. It's very demoralizing. You're trying to trade it, and this is what is happening. You really don't like I really don't like being on it, you know. So I will wait for this to get into profit before I can add more. At least I know that okay that I may be the price action maybe telling me that it wants to go up. That is what I'm gonna wait for. Um, if I don't see that, well, I'm just gonna stay on the sidelines, right? So let's see. Weird is price activity, really weird, weird stuff. Just look at how the price itself slowed down. I mean, like look at if you look at 15 minutes chart, you can see this. Look at this candle. Well, look at this one. So it is, yeah, it is a crazy stuff. It is a crazy stuff indeed. And now it's flipping down. So it's all zigzag. It's all like bouncing back and forth. It is just annoying stuff. It is just annoying stuff. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. Man, this is annoying. This is really annoying. Oof. Well, it is what it is. It really is what it is. You can hardly force this. You could hardly force this. You could hardly force this. My guess is that it may probably at some point uh, bust up, shoot up with just one candle, and that's it. It has been doing that the whole week. Where it shoots up and that's it. The it shoots up and that's it. It becomes starts to reverse again. That is my guess. Just like it did right here. Something like this. Um, but I don't know if it's gonna do that. I just want to be, you gotta be in the right direction of the trend, and I think I am. I think I am in the right side of the trend, right? So I think I am. All right, so it's pushing up there. I still want to add one more contract. I still want to add one more contract. Still want to add one more contract. So yeah, I still want to add one more contract. Now, if I'm gonna add this contract somewhere above here, my stop is gonna be the low of this candle here on the hourly. That's gonna be my stop. Because if it starts doing that, coming down, then I probably want to get out. You know, so it's pushing up there. Let's see. Let's see if this continues. Uh, let's see. Let's see if it continues. So still pushing up. Still pushing up. It's good. This is what I want to see. I want to see it push up. I want to see it go up. But before I can get into a trade, I want to see this candle close first. So I want to see this candle close first. Then my stop would be at the low of that candle. That is my stop, and that's also the stop on the hourly too, right? So to me that makes sense. Because if it starts doing something different, then I want to be out. I want to get out. I want to get out. at least on that one contract. So this is beautiful, beautiful stuff. This is what I want to see. Beautiful stuff. I want to see this go up. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. This is not what I want to see. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So my low, if I'm gonna get into this trade, my low would be my stop loss will be at the low of this candle. That will be my stop loss if I get into this trade. I'm okay. Like I'm happy I actually got out of this trade because it did not at the point that I got it did not make sense. It did not really make any sense to be in that trade at that time because the market hasn't yet made up its mind. So why should I be on that trade? So now it looks like it's making up its mind. That's what it looks to me right now, anyways. It looks like it's making up its mind. So it's flipping up. It's green. So it's telling us that it's green, right? So waiting for the next entry. I'm gonna wait for that candle to close. I'm gonna wait for the 15 minutes candle to close. I'm gonna wait for that. I want to see that candle close before I can add. I'm really tempted to add to 3 contracts, but I'm not gonna do that. I said to myself, I'm only gonna add 2 contracts. That's it. 2 contracts at a time. That's what I'm gonna add. 2 contracts at a time, at any single time. Not more than that, because my loss on Tuesday, I believe, was not supposed to be a loss. It was a loss because I had, well, it was actually a profit, but the profit was less than what it would be. So I see it as a loss because, and the reason for that is because I had way too many contracts, right? I had 3 contracts. So I have to reduce the number of contracts that I have. That way, because this is a small account, the small account can handle it, right? Small account can handle it then. Yeah, look at that. So still wait for that 15 minutes candle to close. Wait for it to close, and that is when I'm gonna get in. That is where I'm gonna get in. So it's a good thing that both NASDAQ and the SPX, the S&P 500, are doing the same thing. It's a good thing. So I like that. They're both in sync. That is a good thing to me. Just thinking about some of my losses that I've had. Some of the losses should not be. For example, this trade that I took here just this morning. Actually, no, this was yesterday's trade, I believe. It's the loss that should not be. First of all, it was a forced trade. I was forcing the trade. Same thing as this morning, it was a forced trade. It did not look clear to me yet. I still stayed in that trade. And I think for pretty much most of the trade this week has been the same, has literally been the same. Most of the trades that I had losses on has been the same. So which means that I went into the trade even though it was not a good trade, right? So this one yesterday was what I'm talking about, and the one before that, it has been like that. So I think going forward, I'm going to not take too many trades. If it's not clear to me, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to stay out. So I'm going to be doing that at least for next week and going forward, because all it does is just, impede my progress, impede my profit progress, and I'm going to just stay out. just stay out of the trade because for the most part it does not make any sense, right? So it does not make any sense for the most part. So why should I be risking that for? Should not be doing that, right? So it is what it is. All right, so still waiting for that 50 minutes candle to close. That is when I will enter into my second contract. That's when I'm gonna go in on the second contract. Uh, yeah, so you can see the way it's bouncing back and forth. It goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. All right, 3 more minutes before that candle closes. There was a news this morning, unemployment claims, and I think that was partly the reason that I actually got into this trade this morning because I not never traded pre-market. I was thinking that this is already close to the bottom, that the news would bring the market up. Well, that did nothing, right? And that news was 8:30 a.m. That was a very annoying. It was partly the reason that I got into this trade, but it did not play out the way that I wanted. So I was happy to take a loss and move out and move on. I was really happy to take a loss and move on. Is what it is. So 2 more minutes before that candle closes. So I still feel like this will probably come down more, come down lower. I don't know, but we'll see. I still feel like it will come down lower. Um, I still feel like it will come down lower. Hmm. All right, so that candle has now closed. I kind of want to get in there. I really do want to get in there, but I do fear that okay, I'm gonna get in there. Just my only fear is that the stop is just way too high, the stop, right? Because it feels like it's gonna come down before it eventually starts going down. That's what it feels like, right? So it feels like that, and as you can already see, it's probably coming down already. But I feel like there is more to be gotten out here. There's more. It's probably gonna go up more. I feel like that. I feel like that's the case. It's probably gonna go up more. By what? By how many point? How many more points? Maybe 29 more points, which is something. 29 more points is something. So yeah, let's see. But the risk itself though is what I'm risking to get there is 23 points. I'm risking 23 points to get there. So it's roughly 1 to 1. Really, well, that's what it is. Roughly 1 to 1. Yeah, it's going to probably pull back before continue going up. If that's the case, it's probably going to pull back before it continues going up. I think so. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it just goes up, right? Maybe not. So let's see what happens. All right. So it's actually going up. Still going up. Oh yeah. So it's pulling back. That's what I thought, anyways. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. Is what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Naturally, the stop loss is down over here. Um, see what happens, anyways. Yeah, I mean, as well just let this trade play out. I'll just let it play out. Let the trade do its thing. Let it just do its thing, anyways. It's gonna be a long one. I think it's gonna be a long one. I think it's gonna be a long hold. It's gonna be a long hold. It's for sure gonna be a long hold. It's for sure gonna be a long hold for sure. It's gonna be a long hold. This might take the whole day to play out really to the upside. If it's eventually it's gonna be to the upside, it might take the whole day to play out. Yeah, it might take the whole day to play out. Probably 4 o'clock p.m., 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m., something like that. That's what I think. Yeah. So yeah, it's pulling back. That's what I thought. Honestly, that's what I thought. I thought it would do that. I thought it would do that. Thought it would do that. But I mean, where I still had my entry is still okay. Mine, if it's gonna go up, then that entry is still good because there's still 29 more points to capture. If it's gonna go up, anyways, I don't know if it flips and comes down. I don't know that. I hope not. Anyways, Oof. Oh my God, what a nasty price action. Yeah, what a nasty price activity. Like, look at that, man. This is just nasty. Oh my God, man, this is bad. Whew. Yeah. So, um, yeah, this is not good. Um, this is like my stop loss on this trade that I just got in on the top there is that low over there. So, oh my God, this is just well, this week has been just trash. Has just been pure trash. Like it feels like I'm just pretty much wasting my time trading this price action. Uh, oh my God, this is bad. Oh my God, literally bought at the top. Literally bought at the top. Oh man, wow. Whew. Now I don't want to rush and take that loss there because I still feel like this is still gonna go up. I don't want to rush and take that loss because that would be just be that would be just stupid, right? Man, but this is just crazy, man. This is just crazy. This is just crazy, man. Just a nasty price activity, nasty price action. Man, wow. Yeah, this is not good. All right, so this is not good. This is not what I want to see on this chat. But but yeah, I didn't put a stop loss on that because I felt like it's too tight. But not sure that this is where the stop would be, but it's too tight. Um, I'm still gonna leave this on. What I'm thinking is, uh, if it starts coming down lower, then I have to kick out one contract. Now I still feel like this is going to be this day is probably going to be close green. But it's just the nature of price like price action. The market is just this way. It's just this way, right? So yeah, that stop was too low. Was really too low. Or too tight. I mean, too tight. And I just can't understand this. Well, it's just to compared to what I've seen in February. This is just too messy. This is just it's just all over the place. Uh, Very annoying price activity. Yeah. So technically, my stop is hit, has been hit. But that was a tight stop. That was a tight stop. That was pretty tight. I didn't think it's gonna come back this low again. I didn't think that, but I mean, you could probably, I think that you could probably expect that because I mean, this is still on daily chart. This still looks red, so it's something I didn't even think about. And there's a really really good possibility that this could actually close red. Uh, that there is actually that possibility that this could close red, and I'm just beginning to even think about that, right? So because I didn't even consider that. Um, there's a good chance that that could happen. That's possible, right? Um, that's really possible. Especially now that I don't even like it's just doing it's not going up. If typically if this is supposed to go up, it would go up really good. But it's stopping right here and it's doing this. I don't know. Well, honestly, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I do have confidence that it should push up. That is where my confidence is. Let's see. This is just nasty. This is just nasty stuff. Just nasty stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. None of this is good. None of this is good. None of this is good. My entry was not that good. Because I still think it's still gonna go higher. That's what I think. Uh, I still think it'll still go higher. Uh, yeah, this is not good. I really don't like this. I really don't like it. Well, really, the stop is this here. That's where the stop is. At least that's for this contract. That's where this stop is, and that's just a reasonable stop. Honestly, that's a reasonable stop. Though too far, but that is just a very reasonable stop. If this comes down anywhere close to this, then it just tells you that this is gonna be. It just tells you that it wants to be a red day, right? Um, yeah. Whew, yeah, I'm still gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for. It just looks to me like this might be like something that's gonna take the whole day to play out to the upside. That's what it looks to me. That's what I think. So I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold this. Anything below any red action or any downside below this, I may consider to take a loss on take out at least one contract. But the reason with the I'm still in this trade and not going short is because of my analysis. I feel that this whole movement down has already achieved its target, its weekly target, right? So I feel like there has to be some retracement, some some bounce back, you know. That's what I feel, right? Then that's the reason why I got into this trade. It is true that my entry is not good, but based on the way that I trade, that is just it's just what it is. It was what it is, right? So, um, this, it, yeah, it's what it is. I'm just gonna hold this trade and see what happens. That's all I'm gonna do on this trade. There's no more stories on this. All right, so it's coming down lower now. That is, yeah, that is. I'm now worried about that. It's coming down lower, but again, like I said, anything lower than this is what I'm gonna start getting really worried about it. Anything lower than this, though the stop it was right there, the stop is right here, but just not for these two contracts, just for one contract. That's what the stop is for just one contract, not two contracts. Anything lower here, I may consider taking out one contract at this point. I have to see though. But this candle on the hourly has to close first. I have to see how the candle closes. Yeah, days like this make it pretty difficult though. Days like this, and it has been like this for the most part for a lot of this week and some last week, some days of last week too. So, but it's days like this that make it pretty difficult. I'm not gonna be adding more to this trade, even though it will be a good place to add, because I'm already in a loss. I want to be in profit when I add trade, when I add to my trades. I want to be at least in profit. So now when I'm red hot and I add into trades, it just messes me up. Um, unless of course my account, if my account could handle that, I would do that. If assuming my account could handle that, I'll probably put in more trades here because I still feel this would go higher. But then again, it's possible it could come lower, like it just did this morning. That's totally possible, right? And I was on this trade this morning, so I already took a loss this morning. So, but let's see what happens there. I do kind of have confidence that this will go up. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I just want to get out. That's it. The market wants to do what it wants to do, right? That's just that. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's looking good, but uh, yeah, this is annoying, a little bit annoying, but it's what it is. It's now pushing back way lower. This is pretty much a bear market activity. It's bear market vibes. That's what it's show telling me. Bear market vibes. Bear market vibes. All right, so this is pushing lower. This is not what I expect. This is not what I expect on this trade. It's not really what I expect on this trade. Well, still, I want to see what this candle. I want to wait for this candle to close, though. This hourly candle to close. Yeah, a little bit annoying. I gotta say, very annoying. Okay. All right. So it's came down lower there. Yeah, it's a very nasty day for sure. Came down even lower than that. No, I thought. Oh my God. All right, it's all good. I'm going to actually. I'm gonna manage this trade outside though. I'm gonna manage the trade outside. Uh, this is not what I had expected for this day. So what I could possibly do is this candle has to close first. I want to see that candle close. If it closes, I still don't think this is gonna get to this low, but I have to, even though I think that, market could do whatever it wants to do, so I have to manage my trade. So what I could possibly do is risk management. So I could probably take out, maybe one of these, and yeah, it just tells me that typically for a green day, you don't typically see this stuff. So this is just pure weakness, if you ask me. But it hasn't yet gone below this low. If it gets below this low, that is when I'm gonna be worried, right? And the way that I trade, I can manage to hold this trade. I can manage to hold the trade. But I gotta be in the right direction, though. I gotta be this is gotta be right. Because if it's wrong, then this is gonna be a much bigger loss than this, right? So that's what I'm gonna have to manage. I can probably close out one trade, take out one contract. Since I'm already wrong, I'm wrong. Like it's telling me that I'm wrong, right? So even though this could still possibly push back up, it's what I expect to see. But I will hold this trade. I'm gonna hold this trade for a few and see what happens, right? So I'm gonna hold it for a few and see what happens. With that being said, though, I'm going to be ending the stream because I gotta be at something. The stream should have been I should have probably ended the stream 30 minutes, 10 minutes ago. I have to be at something anyways, so I'm gonna end the stream and we'll be back again tomorrow. Yesterday we couldn't trade. Yesterday we couldn't stream yesterday because yesterday yesterday was FOMC, and I could not. I did not trade in the morning, but I did trade in the afternoon. So, and I had something else to do, so that's why I did not stream. So tomorrow I'm gonna be back tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna be holding this trade. I'm gonna be managing my loss as it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna be holding it. I'm gonna be managing it as as the case might be. All right. We're back again tomorrow. See you again tomorrow and have a good one.